Hey guys, it's Pack here. I messed up real bad here, and what sucks the most is that this was actually a priority Bokumaro request as well. For those who are unfamiliar, I stream art or animation on Twitch roughly once a week, where I tend to draw all kinds of things ranging from dangos in some sort of setting. I draw Bokumaros, commissioned arts, wholesome community arts that has a story or skit, YouTube thumbnail arts, and all other kinds of things. For the tier 1 subbers on Twitch, they get a priority request for every 6 months that they are subbed to me. It's kind of like my way of showing appreciation to them, and not only will they receive the underlying art itself, they will also get an unlisted YouTube link that shows the time lapse and a voiceover, kind of like what I'm doing now, but with a more meaningful and personal message to them to show my thanks and gratitude. These priority requests can be of two forms, whether on stream or off stream. Well, during on stream, the queue can be a bit longer, so the waiting time could range from next week to several weeks, depending on the time, as I do quote unquote owe people some priority requests and people are still thinking and deliberating on what they want to request. The off-stream queues tends to be faster, since I frequently draw off-stream whilst lurking and watching or listening to a friend's stream. So with the non-concise explanation out of the way, as you can tell from this particular time-lapse, this was done on-stream, where the recipient was also in chat watching me stream as I draw. I use Clip Studio Paint and they have a record time-lapse function. It's pretty neat and handy for me since I use said time-lapse feature for my long-form and my short-form content on YouTube. The problem, however, is I may have forgotten to activate it for this piece. So I've done goof for sure. Due to the storage space, I believe, or I'm assuming, that Clip Studio Paint has the feature not activated by default, which kind of makes sense if I'm honest. So yeah, your boy was a muppet and forgot to activate it and record the time lapse. So we have no other choice but to use the actual VOD footage from the stream itself. But it is what it is. The stream overlay has a lot going on, so I do apologise. In fact, there was actually more stuff going on, but I've cropped the left side of the VOD because it contains a slideshow of all my art, but I've replaced it with the reference art during the video editing stage. We also at the end kept the same stage process for consistency purposes. Anyways, enough explaining the mess up. So my experience of this, I genuinely had good fun during this piece. This character is a precious character from the Trails series, in particular Trails from Zero and Trails to Azure. She may have featured in or be in the future games, but since I'm not there yet, I actually do not know. But I would anticipate that she has a rather important role in future games, so I do expect to see her down the line. Both games are brilliant, and if you're a fan of the JRPGs, in particular kind of like tactical or turn-based type of games, then you might love this. The reason why I said might is because this game series is kind of notorious and in my opinion has one of the highest barrier to entry that I know of. Although technically Zero and Azure can be played as a standalone, just like two games on its own, but I feel you're gonna lose a lot of lore if you don't play the prequel, the entries before it, namely the Trails in the Sky series. That series contains 3 titles, all of which are brilliant, whether it's music, world building, character development, in-depth mechanics, battle mechanics, everything is top notch. So you may be thinking that's 5 games in total. That's not too much. It's only 5 I need to play. What's the big deal? Well, as of recording of this video, there's actually 13 entries to the game series so far. And we do anticipate more because it hasn't finished yet. Yep, you heard right, 13. 13! I need to start game 8 of 13, so I personally still got ways to go. But I do recommend it. So if you are the type that can commit to a game, or games, plural, then, and you also love JRPGs, this series could be for you too. I wouldn't say it's a hidden gem, but it's definitely some kind of gem. Not many people have heard of it back then, like a decade ago, but I feel like more and more people have heard of it now. Sorry, went off on a bit of a tangent. I do apologise. Something common in my streams, I guess. But yeah, KeA is precious and great. I had fun drawing her. Without spoiling too much of the game, she starts off shy and reserved, but when she's comfortable around you, she has that super bubbly personality and is really innocent. We must protect her at all costs, guys, at all costs. I wanted to give her a different pose and try to retain her bubbly, friendly personality, so I had her standing on one leg with her hands out to kind of show that she's playful as well as trying to stick to the personality in game. I did have troubles drawing with her skirt because I know when standing on one leg, her hips shouldn't be leveled or flat as if she's standing on both legs on the ground. So I tried to, like standing up straight that is. So I tried to make her left hip a bit higher and illustrated it with her skirt being slightly raised up as well. Drawing her hair was the toughest part, but I'm glad with how it turned out. Overall, it wasn't too difficult drawing KeA, and I think the toughest part was to actually come up with the right pose to fit her personality. I'm happy that someone requested a Trail Game series character to me, and I hope to draw more from that series too. Anyway guys, enjoy the rest of the time lapse, and don't forget to subscribe on YouTube if you haven't already. If you enjoy this sort of content and would like to see more, feel free to follow me on Twitch as well, on twitch.tv/twitch_Bokumaro, if you want to see me draw live and hang out with me, and hang out with us, with the community. What do you guys think of this piece? And who would you like to see me draw in the future? I'm down to hear some suggestions, and maybe even take some into consideration. It doesn't have to be a video game series, it could be animes or someone from a movie, etc. Or even a mascot. As always guys, take care, be well, and be safe. Bye!